It is now minus 51 degrees Celsius. Here you've got a monument in remembrance to the coldest temperature ever recorded here in Oymyakon. Guys, good morning from the coldest village in the world. Quite literally, this is the coldest village in the world. I'm in Oymyakon in deepest Siberia. It's currently 7:30 a.m. It is now minus 51 degrees Celsius. Oh my god. I'ma tell you, and I'ma be completely honest, this will be a really short video because I've got 3 spare batteries for my action camera. In this cold, they last 3 minutes each. What I want to do is show you in the fastest way possible how people get up and spend their morning here in Oymyakon, in the coldest village in the entire planet. So I'm staying at this guest house right here. It's the only one here in Oymyakon. And actually I can show you, if I just go out like this. I'm staying at Susan's. Susanne. Wow, so nice. If you guys ever come here to Oymyakon, you guys know where to stay. And actually in a few minutes our breakfast will be ready. So we'll be able to get back inside for a bit and have our coldest breakfast we've ever had. In the meanwhile, I can show you what people usually do here in order to have drinking water throughout winter. So basically, you see these blocks of ice. These come from the Antarctica river, not far from Oymyakon, just a couple of kilometers. And what people usually do at the beginning of winter, when the river starts to freeze, they take these blocks of ice from the river, they bring them back to wherever they live, and then gradually, as winter progresses, they take them back inside and they melt them, and that's how they can ensure they have drinking water throughout the winter. And then what else have we got right here? So we've got the banya. Of course, there are no showers or bathtubs inside houses here. So what people usually do is that they enter a place like this. Of course, they've got the wood and everything to make it so that this place reaches 90 degrees. And then that's how people basically wash themselves. That's what we did yesterday, if you recall. It just feels so good. Oh my god, how much I wish you guys could try this. Trust me, this sensation is one of the best I've ever had in my life. That was fun and really nice and relaxing. The wood that is used to heat up the banya is stored right there, coming from the forests around Oymyakon. You've got a nice bench right here, which you can use to have some rest and enjoy the chilly winter days here in Oymyakon. Everybody's always chilling in this village, I wonder how. And then here, you've got the best part of the yard, which is the toilet. Of course, there are no toilets inside houses, even if it's minus 50 or minus 60, minus 70, as sometimes it does happen here in Oymyakon. Even at night, when you need to take a pee, you still need to get out of the house and come here and do your number 1 and number 2 out here. Just make sure that you don't miss the hole. You can see loads of frozen excrements in there. The frozen shits of Oymyakon. Now let's go and see if breakfast is ready before we get too cold.
I'm not the only guest here today, and everybody else is still sleeping. I can't talk as loud as usual, but basically I'm going to have some potatoes with pork for breakfast, and then something else, some pierogi probably, and then in this way we'll be able to then hit the streets of Oymyakon. That's what locals say actually, that in order to withstand the harsh temperatures of the winter of Oymyakon, you need to have your stomach full all the time. Oh, пельмени? О, пельмени, даже в Oymyakonie есть.
Равиоли.
Равиоли? Это как равиоли, наверное, да.
Well, that was a nice breakfast that we just had. And now, the son of the owner of this guest house offered to take me on an excursion around the village of Tomtor, just making sure that I'm not going to be walking in minus 50 temperatures, but instead I will be taken by this comfortable car. Wow, I hit the jackpot!
Вы хотели лошади, да?
Лошади можно посмотреть. Лед можно посмотреть. Okay, now Alexander, that's the name of our kind driver, is offering me to have a look at the Yakutian horses. So apparently there are loads of horses around Oymyakon who basically have adapted to the harsh conditions of Yakutia, and they're able to survive in -50 weather just because they have some specific adaptations to the cold climate. I'm not quite sure how they look like, but I'm actually really curious to see how they actually look like. Сегодня -50 утром.
Фотографировали?
Фотографии, да, фотографии, селфи с термометром. Вообще, очень хорошая память. А самая низкая температура в этом году какая была? Которая была?
62.
62?
Ага.
Ну, не очень холодно, наверное. Были холоднее времени. Wow, what a place! It feels like I'm in a totally other world. This doesn't feel like planet Earth. This does not look like planet Earth. I know I say that in almost every one of my videos, but this time it's for real. Wow, look at this. I feel like there must be at least 30 degrees inside of this car. There must be 80 degrees of thermal difference between the inside of this car and the outside, where ice reigns supreme. There's only one place in the entire world where actually temperatures reach lower values than the ones that you can find here in winter, and that is Antarctica. However, there's no one living in Antarctica, so this is definitely the coldest inhabited place in the world. Это собаки или
Собаки.
Не волки?
Есть собаки.
А волки есть?
Волки есть. Много волков.
Да?
Далеко там, за горами.
Значит, в поселке вообще не
Поселка
видно.
нет.
А медведи?
Медведей летом много. Поселка, рядом поселка вот там.
Рядом? По дороге можно их посмотреть?
Вот здесь тоже можно посмотреть. Они тут бывают там вся.
О, окей.
Вот они.
Они вообще безопасно, если я
Безопасно.
буду- Не-
Туда подойдем.
Хорошо.
Потом туда пойдем,
вот. Хорошо. Они не атакируют, они агрессивные. Can you imagine dying because of a horse assault in Yakutia? Так что войду. Хорошо. Alright, let's go and take a picture of the famous and notorious Yakutian horses. Let's get my camera. Let's take my camera with me and let's go. Oh no, where are you guys going? I don't mean any harm. Please stay still. Let me just take a picture of you nice boys. Oh, they're such good looking boys, aren't they? I hope Alexander was being honest in saying that they're not aggressive and nothing can happen to me. I don't want to die of a Yakutian horse charge. There are so many ways that I picture myself dying while on my trip to Oymyakon, but definitely dying because of some horse's charge was not one of them. Лет у них, наверное.
Нет. 6-7.
О, там снег вообще. Я думаю, что снимаю отсюда. Ooh, there you go. So apparently Alexander was just saying that those were pretty much, how do you call them? Like small horses. They were really young. I'm not quite sure what the puppy version of a horse is in English. And these are like 6-year-old Yakutian horses, the oldest of the group. And yeah, look at them. Класс, вот, спасибо. Классные ребята.
Вот черный красивый.
Ага.
Волоса.
А у вас лошадей нету?
У меня есть далеко там у меня.
У вас есть далеко, а? Класс.
Вот они копают, вот к себе копают, вот.
Ага. Да.
Сено берет, копают, кушают.
Ага.
Кушают вот пять, вот так стоят.
О.
Не ложатся. Поэтому не замерзают они.
Да. Окей, они адаптированы.
Коню.
Окей, значит, они находятся только здесь, в Тамторе, в Oymyakon.
Аборигенная порода здесь местная.
Okay. So you guys see, the only place in the world where you can find horses like that is indeed the coldest place in the world, only in Oymyakon. Wow. Now, of course, it's 9 o'clock and the sun has risen, and thanks to the sun, the temperatures will rise throughout the day. It will get as high as -35, -40, as we see a couple of more horses running around the village of Tamtor.
Wow, you see, stray horses. Can you imagine, in the coldest place in the world? And as I was saying, yeah, you will get as high as -40. Can you imagine having a maximum temperature throughout the day of -40? And mind you, it's late February now, so it's not like we're in the depths of winter. I think that's one thing that I didn't mention, that I failed to mention today. This is not winter, spring, it's just around the corner. And now we stopped at this house because apparently there's an ice cave that this guy wants to show me. Basically, I think we need to pick this guy up because he's got the keys to the cave. I have no idea how that works. Здравствуйте. Hello. The охранник Йода.
Музей ледниковый.
Хорошо. Right, so let's head to the ice cave of Oymyakon.
Это священное место.
Oh, священное место для якут?
Да.
Хорошо. So basically we're entering a sacred mountain for the Yakut people. And there's a door there that leads to the ice cave inside the Eb-Aya? Ede-Aya? Ede-Aya? Эбе-Ая. Эбе-Ая.
И это
Да, я
здесь,
хочу вспоминать.
это здесь музей резиденция Чингисхана. Чингисхан, знаешь?
Да, я
Хранитель
знаю.
холода.
Да. Надо закрыть, нет? А как устроят это? Как? Это натурально?
Это
или
натурально, это природа сама создает.
прямо как?
Да.
Прямо.
Ага.
Вау.
Яна. И когда он выходит, уже у нас в Якутии, да, начинается зима. Но это по легенде.
А весна что бывает?
А весна уже у нас это отваливается рожки и голова, тогда начинается у нас весна.
Хорошо, а когда это будет?
Это последняя голова упадет в марте. Тогда в марте потеплеет у нас.
И будет -10,
Ну,
-20,
ну,
да,
да,
это
да.
потеплее, это действительно потеплее. Can you guys see this ice and snow formation that occurs naturally in this place, in a place like this? Wow, I'm absolutely speechless. And we're back out in the cold in -50. It was so nice back inside in -10. And now we're back out, -50. Oh, wow. Вы все знаете друг друга здесь, да?
Почти.
Почти все?
Здесь живут около 1000 человек.
Ага, да, класс. Но все равно у вас есть basketball playground. Wow. Let me actually put on my sunglasses if I can find them. And anyway, I just got dropped off at this monument here just on the outskirts of the village of Oymyakon. And to be honest, I reckon this will be our last stop already of the journey because, I mean, at the end of the day, there's not much else that you can do in... Oh, there's a car. You don't see many cars around here. As I was saying, there's not much else that you can do in the coldest village in the world. I mean, it's famous and popular because it's the coldest village in the world, but that's it. Here you've got a monument in remembrance to the coldest temperature ever recorded here in Oymyakon. Can you guys freaking imagine? -71.2, -71.2 degrees Celsius. I was freezing today, this morning, in -50. Now it's something like -40 or 42 or something. So it's gotten much warmer and I do feel much better. But I could never imagine what it must be like to be in -70 weather. Wow, that's insane. And here you've got, again, a nice monument. This is dedicated to Obruchov, a geologist, probably native to the lands of Oymyakon. Hello, nice Yakut geologist. And here you've got a few benches so that people can come here and enjoy the warm sun of Oymyakon. I just gotta make sure I keep my nose covered at all times, otherwise it starts hurting. Guys, as I said, this was a really short video because I'm on my 3rd battery already and I've got this much left. So I guess that's it. I'm sorry that I just don't have the means to spend more time on the outside. I hope you found this video interesting regardless. Guys, see you another time. Cheers. Thank you. Bye.